standing tall atop the Atlas Mountains with arrows in his hand and a battle drum echoing beneath him. A warrior, fierce and proud, overlooking a valley soaked in blood and glory. Beneath him, the bodies of hundreds of French soldiers lay scattered across the field, while the immortal Elhri River carves its way through the mountains. His name was Moha Hammou Zayani, the unbreakable leader of the Zayanis, the man who challenged a mighty empire. Just like Omar al-Mukhtar in Libya or the Vietnamese resistance later on, he was the spark of Moroccan defiance. Let us go back to the beginning. Moha Hammou Zayani was born in the year 1857 in the region of Kenifra, within the Ait Harkat tribe, one of the proud Zayan Amazigh tribes of the Middle Atlas. At the time, Morocco was a land of tribal rivalries, of shifting alliances and old blood feuds. Young Moha grew up witnessing battles and betrayals. His older brother, Said, was killed in a tribal conflict near the Elhri River against the Ashkarn tribe. That moment changed everything. Though still a teenager, Moha Hammou stepped forward and took leadership of his tribe. It was not an easy path. Some tribes refused to follow him, calling him a mere boy. But Moha, with strength, vision, and unmatched courage, rebuilt his forces. Through fierce loyalty and strategy, he united the tribes under his banner. Eventually, even the Maxen, the Moroccan royal authority, recognized his leadership. He was officially appointed Qaid, tribal governor of the Zayans, by royal decree. In the year 1908, when France launched its colonial conquest of Morocco starting from the Chaouia region, Moha Hammou was among the first to declare jihad, or holy resistance, against the French invasion. He joined forces with other heroic Moroccan leaders such as Ali Amhouch, Moha Said, and the leader of Mir Irt. Together, they formed a united front to stop the colonial advance. They used guerrilla tactics, striking from the shadows, ambushing French patrols, then disappearing into the harsh terrain of the Atlas. Moha Hammou scored multiple victories in Tadla, Beni Mellal, and Kasbah Tadla, halting the French march into the heart of Morocco. But France was determined to break this resistance. They mobilized an army of 30,000 soldiers, marched into the Middle Atlas, and captured Kenifra in the year 1914. Moha and his people retreated into the mountains. He was not retreating in fear. He was preparing for the battle that would become legend, the Battle of Elhri. On a rainy dawn, the French forces launched a surprise assault on what they believed was Moha's main camp in a place called Elhri, meaning the granary in Amazigh. They thought they had won, but Moha Hammou had set a trap. Zayani warriors, fierce and fearless, encircled the French troops from every direction. The battle turned into a slaughter. Out of 40 French officers, 35 were killed. Out of 1,200 soldiers, over 600 fell on the battlefield. It was one of the worst defeats ever suffered by the French colonial army in North Africa. The Zayanis seized French weapons, ammunition, and supplies. But more importantly, they restored Moroccan pride. Even the French General Guillaume admitted, "Never before has our army faced such a devastating defeat in North Africa." But the battle did not end there. For more than a decade, Moha Hammou continued his resistance. Even when air raids pounded the mountains, even when the French tried to bribe and divide the tribes, Moha stood firm. When many leaders surrendered, he chose to fight. A witness from his inner circle once recalled his final words before battle. "You go. Escape if you must, but I shall remain. Victory or death, there is no third path." And so he remained, high in the Atlas Mountains, a lone lion guarding his den. He fought to his last breath, sword in hand, never surrendering, never breaking. His story echoes through the valleys of Morocco to this day. Moha Hammou Zayani, the Lion of Elhri. a hero of dignity, strength, and unwavering resistance. If you were inspired by this story of bravery and honor, don't forget to subscribe for more heroic tales from North African history. Leave a comment, share with others, and keep the memory of our legends alive.